In terms of how to compare the UK's prospects to those around continental Europe, the UK would sit in the middle category of economies in terms of their prospects over the next 2 to 3 years. It is not one of the top tier, most competitive economies, suffers from elevated government debt, government spending is going to have to go down, taxes are going to have to go up. Households suffer from constrained disposable income. If you look at the household balance sheet, all the things that you don't have a choice about, taxes, housing, energy, transport, the prices of all of those are going up. Doesn't leave a lot of money to spend, so consumer spending is not going to grow very rapidly. But also, it's not one of the economies that suffers from the deepest structural deficits either. Not to say the banking sector's performance was stellar, but it's not in the same condition, for example, as Iceland or Ireland, where you have briefly had an almost dysfunctional banking sector. So it will emerge in the middle group in terms of its economic performance. The property market, of course, has performed very differently. It's rebounded earliest and sharpest, but it also corrected most aggressively. So some of that is catch-up, whereas the continental markets were more stable. Looking ahead in terms of economic prospects, the UK has been one of the growth leaders in Europe for the past decade. It's likely to underperform some of the major continental economies over the next 2 to 3 years. That's going to have an impact, of course, on sterling. It's been quite weak over the last few years. That will have a depressive impact on the value of sterling. And perversely, that could be a benefit will be a benefit for trade, manufacturing, and shipping or logistics around the UK, because it renders British goods cheaper in the Eurozone, which is its major trading partner. So some glimmer or silver lining to a darker cloud.